Sometimes there's no other way to try to bring about peace or hope for it without making a lot of people angry, or some anyway. I just wrote this, um, so as it's a cry for peaceful outcome eventually. So my hat, coat, uptown shoes, and cane were waiting by the kitchenette door. My jam and juggernaut juke with jack-eyed bottles, slipping old shoes, shoreline blues into third without a word from gray-whiskered Walter. He was Santa Fe born to the wild meal salter by Salem's crosses. Better pack up your tents and locomote your losses elsewhere. I'm a lantern high, gun shy, low and beware, tambourine rattling at the bottom stair to the steeple bell tower, as if the curbside caddy were a balustrade brass knuckle, rose flower, brass hymnal sung, thorn, nine near. Well, the palm reading Main Street lady lived alongside sly boat swaying and another Creole tongue hymnal song toward. Her thoughts all tied in a sailor's knot elsewhere, when nothing left black cauldron smoking. But the high crescent moon, and I ain't joking with a tongue in cheek, listen me, though I just begun to speak. Um, the black vested squire hired out to the town, as the gestures of the court were entertaining. Yes, he hired 'em out, two pack mules and a hound. He hired 'em out, two pack mules and a hound, and a man to ride them neath a dark sky raining brimstone pitch. Through a landscape fertile and a roadside waterfall, creek bottom rich. He decided to himself one night for last that his days of mourning had come to a close, so he dreaded his locks before the cracked shaving glass. Then he made quick time through the locomoting the underpass. His two-pack mules sacking seesaw saddled his folded clothes. And King Richard, one, two, and worst of all three, was shoveling ditches by the tire swing tree. As the squire, he passed him by the with fire on his breath. Shylock's pound of flesh that had never been hung bloody from a sign post cleft, where refugee ships were later turned back to certain channel ground rift. But the narrowest lane had become the wide. Two peoples bathing bloodbaths side by side. End all sin of my man. One brother stacked the money. One brother stacked the money as the other go hungry. Each one of us kindred, like it or not. Born from the very same womb, never by time eternal forgot. One Christian preacher, and that's what a Christian preacher said to me once, is that talking Islam is evil. I say it's as holy as any of its brother religions. Money's as they are with that religion. Money stacking right next door to the ghetto is the very same camel to the eye of the needle. Throw a look out for the psychopath bolt across every door. Thousandfold coyote claws the whole world wide across. I saw it tornado alleyed. All kinds of storms just tearing up the planet. That's the root of it. Seems like the whole world is becoming one big tornado alley in every mutant possible kind of storm variant, full multitude of cause and effect. That's not finished yet. It began as a linear story, and it ended that way. So, uh, I just wrote that. Um, Peace and God bless. And this is so on festival celebration somewhere like that. Every man does for himself, then that's when everything turns good. Um, I don't know, but the world is locked in such a way that that is impossible. Absolutely impossible. If one people's is hanging on to their life day by day, living right next door to anywhere, any peoples, any times, any centuries, any place. I'm not talking about any particular peoples, but anyone, anywhere, any time. One people's is living next to another people's in absolute poverty, and other people in riches, and that's gonna cause a big problem. So that's the big difference between that realization and when someone says everybody takes care of themselves and that ends all trouble. It's an impossibility sometimes. This is the way geographically the whole world is set.